Welcome back to DreamHack Winner. Again, I'm Cordon alongside Lurppis as we're going to get back underway here with Counter-Strike Global Offensive here in Group A with Mousesports and Fnatic. And this matchup right now determines who's going to move on and join NIP in the main bracket.
That it will indeed. Fnatic really surprised us both, I think, in that ESC match by taking such an easy win, or win to begin with. So that actually plays out well for the spectators, who now get to watch a deciding game instead of hoping for some weird three-way tie.
Exactly. And so right now we're already live here on the pistol round as we take a look here as Fnatic they won the knife round, and so they decided to select the terror side to start off first. And actually, Paul, or Redeye, who has finally got here, and so he's going to be joining us later on in the cast. He also mentioned it's kind of interesting in the fact that out of all the maps, Dust 2, just based off of stats, is the only T-sided map.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mousesports dealing some early damage there, taking out Ritter, and Reese is also down to just 19 health.
As you can see, like you mentioned, you've got
Carrigan evens it up though in a 4v4 now. And we'll see how the Juice plays. Carrigan is taken out by MX. Trace and Madi with a kill each. It's a lot of fighting going on by the double doors in the middle, just in the regions left.
Well, Stinger's in a really tough spot now. Here in this 1-on-3. He's facing off against Monty, Trace, and Carrigan. As Bomb's just pushing in, Bomb will get planted. And Stinger's going to get drawn in there by Trace, but he will be able to shut him down. Again, Carrigan's still sitting at 19 HP. And Bomb was planted for long A, but Monty's right here around the corner. And it's going to go ahead and push in here side to side as we switch back over here, see what Monty's going to do here. Pushes out and able to shut down Stinger. And the first round will go to Fnatic here in this pistol round.
And that's a very important round for Fnatic. I mean, here's the thing. Mousesports just became the closest team to beating NIP on LAN. They had a very, very close game on Mirage. But I think Fnatic actually has a chance on Dust 2. I think that's a very 1.6 player friendly map. I think they probably, if any map, that was their best map in 1.6 this year, by the way. So I think if there's any map that they played a bunch, I think it's probably this. I think this is probably going to be their best map, at least early on in Go. And I think it just suits their playing style. I mean, they have a lot of skill on that team. They have some of the very best players of the past 2 years in 1.6 on that squad. So if any of them have their individual skill at a reasonable level and they win these pistols, get a couple of lucky breaks here and there, they could legitimately upset Mousesports. And that would actually be a huge showing for Fnatic, considering how little practice. Freeze we already brought this up earlier today, but he said they probably have the worst preparation of any team coming into here, so for them to make playoffs would be huge.
Yeah, that's right. You can see Stinger and Pete working their way towards that A site. There's no way and chance that they're going to get any exit kills, as they've all exited over there towards long A. And they're all base camped over here. And so they're going to hold on to their P250s. But so the second round again is going to go to Fnatic, a save round coming in there. We'll see what happens here though. Again, just working off the money, they're going to have to save again, being CTs. They've only picked up 3 kills too. That's another thing to take in consideration. There's only 3 deaths coming in there for Fnatic.
Fnatic once again taking over long quickly.
And pushing up there, as you can see.
Mousesports has all 5 players stacked up in the A bump site.
Yeah, you can see all 5 members right here. You got Pete up on top catwalk.
MX hiding on the right.
This is where MX is, right here around the corner. Stinger under a lot of gunfire. MX is wanting to pop out there. He peeks out and not able to pick up that kill as Ritter shuts him down. And now it's going to be left up to Pete and PRB yet again here on this save round. As Pete does pick up 1. Taking down Ritter, who had a Galil in hand. And there goes both the last 2 members there. Score gun now going to be 3-0, and we'll see our first real gun round here.
And those were good save rounds by Fnatic. They only lost 1 person total in 2 rounds. That's very good. That's actually one of the things that me and Brett brought up earlier when we were talking about it, is people play fairly careless in CSGO, it seems like. They don't take all those rounds 100% seriously like people would in the past years of other games, but maybe that'll come in the future.
You've got Fnatic who's showing a lot of attention over there towards the A side, which just in fact might actually bring some attention over there here for Mousesports, as we're on board here with Kerrigan, who's got an op in hand over here towards Catwalk. Kind of just take a look at the setup here. They've got two over there in B, and that's actually some gunfire going in over there with Modi as we hop on board here.
Stinger's gonna get a good nade there in the tunnels. Ritter's down to 44, Muddy's lost 30. Stinger also down to 30 health, and Fnatic just basically managed to take over all over the map, and now they're just gonna hit whatever part of the map they choose to go for. And this time it looks to be 4 people going up Catwalk with Muddy staying in B tunnels. We'll see if he might go there by himself. Pete holding a very interesting crack.
Well, just a second ago, we saw Rattlesnake who was up over there towards the barrel, something to take in consideration. Barrels are not penetrable. You can't shoot through them. You may think you can, but you can't. As right now, MX giving some great cover fire. He's been able to pick up 3 in this round so far with the M4. As there goes Kerrigan, able to pick up 1. As we switch back over here to Kerrigan, he's pushing up here. Needs to be on the lookout for that A ramp. I saw a flashbang coming over the top. And MX picking up 4 kills in that round as they take the first gun round here on Dust 2 here for Mousesports. Score, though, 3-1 in favor of Fnatic.
And that was not how Fnatic wanted to start that half. Only getting 1 kill, losing all their weapons. And now you can see just how low their money is already after just 1 loss like that. Mousesports actually has more money than Fnatic now. So they definitely...
To Fnatic, as Madi and Freeze are both wounded, sitting at 58 feet and 52. We'll see what they decide to do here. So you take a look here at the overview. You see they got 2 over there inside. You still have Kerrigan, who's back inside of mid with that AWP, as he was blind for just a moment there. Gonna fall back with his teammates and regroup.
It looks like Rattlesnake has rotated back in to the back of B, and Mousesports over-rotating towards B, it seems like, but Fnatic once again headed towards Catwalk.
Well, yeah, Pete set up so he can avoid any flashbang, but that's a very tough spot to be in. As that grenade connects and shuts down, that was Freeze there for Fnatic. As now it's going to be down to a 3-on-5. You've got Kerrigan, Madi, and Trace. And right now, PRB is rotating back over there. The bomb's going to be over there towards that B bomb site, but they need to be on the lookout for Rattlesnake, who's inside the site with that AWP. He's been so effective in this group play so far. He'll get taken out there by Kerrigan as he is waiting, but now it's going to be left up to Kerrigan, down to a 1-on-4. He knows where he's at. Nice shot, able to shut down Stinger, as it was a game of whack-a-mole, and he shuts him out with the AWP. But now it's going to be 3-2 as they pick up that gun round, and we have to take a look at where Fnatic sits in the economy.
Well, they're sitting at a save round.
Yep.
For now, they are going to be able to buy the next round, but they will have to save on this round. Meanwhile, Mouse is starting to pile up a little bit of money. Pete has 6,500, couple people with 37, 3,100, and then 2 players with slightly less money, but they are going to win this round.
Rattlesnake's about to be under a little contention there, as he's actually going to backpedal here. Pete's watching up there towards that B bomb site. That's Pete inside of mid. Rattlesnake helping him out. Rattlesnake picking up 2. Pete picking up 3, and we're all tied up at 3. As we'll see what Fnatic decides to do here. It looks like they're going to go ahead and buy as we switch back over, see exactly what they bought. Of course, an AK has been dropped for one of their teammates. That's looks like Kerrigan dropped that AK so he can pick up that AWP. As little gun shuffle happening here. A nice shot by Kerrigan inside of mid. Rattlesnake, who's just been so dominant, probably just got a little lax as he gets dropped there by Kerrigan.
Freeze, of course.
I apologize. You're right. Freeze, who's been very dominant throughout this game, as the names have been throwing me off.
MX has picked up Rattlesnake's up in the middle, and he's going for more picks there now. And it looks like PRB is actually pushed up all the way behind the long A door. If Freeze is going to try to walk there by himself, he's going to get caught off guard. We'll see if that happens or not. Muddy gets a kill on Peter, and it looks like Fnatic has managed to take over the A bomb site.
Oh, look out. They've got PRB who's caused some damage up the inside of mid, but the bomb is working there inside the A bomb site. Will be planted. Let's take a look here and see where that bomb was planted at. It's a long A plant. And they're still pushing up on here onto the catwalk, even dropping out some Molotovs to slow down that catwalk. They haven't been able to make it across that region either because they're worried about what's happening over here inside of CT spawn. Trace going to get taken out. It's going to be down to Monty. Monty all by himself here in this 1-on-2 against Stinger and PRB. Bomb is ticking away. This is working out in favor here for Fnatic as that bomb is continuing to dwindle away. See if they'll be able to get that defused. It is not going to happen again once that it blinks for you, goes white. It's saying cheese because you're gone there in that situation. 4-3 here in favor of Fnatic as we take a look here and see what the money is. Again, Mousesports is looking pretty.
And we'll go check out MX's 4 kill on the first gun round. We have the highlight ready for that.
As we take a look here, this is what happened here for MX. He was holding down catwalk at the same exact time. Rattlesnake was over there towards that A ramp, and they were trying to hold it down, but MX doing a great job backpedaling, able to pick up one, and he carries it over. You can see how he just goes to work here, and he actually picks up this 4th frag here in this round, finishing things off. Just a solid round by MX throughout that whole entire process. You can see that last frag coming into play as we hop back into it here with this currently again sitting at 4-3 here in favor of Fnatic. It's just been a default setup across the board here for Fnatic as they've kind of been waiting things out here.
And we see Mousesports has only 2 people playing the A bomb site this round correctly as Fnatic looks to be headed towards the B site. MX is now rotating towards A as Carrigan is sitting in catwalk by himself, sort of faking it. We'll see if Fnatic's B-take might work.
Oh,
Ritter
wow.
with a nice shot on his Stinger. Pete still covering B, gets taken out by Freeze. And Carrigan on the flank on catwalk. He misses an easy shot, but takes out Rattlesnake eventually. Now PRB and Stinger are on the flank. They're going to take out, or excuse me, PRB and MX, of course. They are going to take out Carrigan. And it's a 3v2 now in favor of Fnatic.
Let's take a look and see what this retake is going to make up of. As you've got PRBs pushing toward the tunnels. Nice shot. Able to take down 2 with the M4. It's down to a 1-on-2 just like that as Monty's all by himself. Stuck into the cubby. Can he make the shot? He does. Nice headshot from the AK for Monty, picking up that last kill. That was huge.
And that was a second huge shot from Monty. He went a 1v3 on the previous round.
So huge. Take a look at his kill death, currently sitting at 7-4 right now.
And Monty has, I mean, without him, Fnatic's down 3-6 right now. Instead, they're up 5-3, and Mouse is probably going to force, but I think they're still going to buy. No?
No, it looks like
No,
they've
Mouse
got,
are in a save round.
Eagles again. They've
So Monty has been huge for Fnatic so far in this game.
Watching Mousesports and the way that they work the economy, they're all about if they have the inkling that they need to save, they will save.
Yeah.
As right now, you can see over here, you've got PRBs kind of tapping away. He's going to get dropped there, but he does take out Trace. The main objective here is definitely try to eliminate those weapons, pull it away, and kind of work the economy even further.
See, Monty shoot the AK on top of the...
That's a good point to bring up here. As you can see, we'll switch back over here. And you can see how they're kind of working it around, forcing these weapons away. Trying, again, you've got Pete that's on the flank right now.
Monty spotted their Stinger on top A.
This actually kind of, it works out for Mouse if they can make these kills happen because Pete was actually on the flank. They know exactly where they're at. And you've currently got Freeze who's worrying about the flank. And this allowing them enough time to kind of recoup here. And Stinger spots one. Look at this. You've got
all of Fnatic's players fairly low on health.
Exactly.
This could be dangerous.
All sitting at 30+ health there. So right now they're going to be able to push inside the site. Able to pick up one there with that Deagle. See if he might be able to pick up another one. Again, they're still low on health. He's sitting at 14 HP, but Stinger now sitting at 32. As it's going to be left up here, and he'll get eliminated there. Nice little shot coming in there by Freeze. And now it's going to be 6-3, but that was it was a save round.
Yeah, that was fairly weak play by Fnatic. It was a little careless move to go back to long A. They've done that on every anti-eco so far, so it seemed like a fairly obvious move to Mousesports. They've already picked up on it clearly as they stacked over that, and PRB got a couple early kills. We'll see now what Fnatic will do if they can keep winning these rounds. Carrigan is taking catwalk by himself quickly. He's holding long A. The rest of the team is in B tunnels. And Mousesports is playing very aggressive in Catwalk this round. Kerrigan spotted the first guy, but he isn't going to connect. Instead, it's Rattlesnake. But when
Nice shot
gets
by
it,
Madi. Madi is just insane right now with the AK, as he is just tapping away. Finally, that kill streak is ended as MX picks up on one with that M4. But look at this. That kind of already opened the floodgates here for Fnatic. As now it's going to be down to a 3-on-2.
I don't think Fnatic knows.
Oh, he's able to squeak in there. PRB's been so dominant as well. So he's able to fix up another headshot coming in there for that from PRB. It's now down to a 1-on-2. And Rattlesnake gets eliminated, thereby freezing. Again, just huge rounds. I had mentioned in our pregame that I have not seen that many multi-kill rounds happen in CSGO.
Well,
welcome
this match,
to DreamHack winner.
Yeah, that was another big individual performance, this time by Free. Well, both Madi. Madi got those first 2 entries, they got into the site. Freeze won a 1v2. And we were talking about Rattlesnake and the way he plays during the break. And not only is he sitting at 4-9 with 2 eco kills, he must be raging right now in that tournament
that's
area.
a very valid point to bring up.
Like, that must not be helping Mousesports as they keep losing rounds that they should theoretically win. They're favorites in all these rounds, and they keep throwing them away.
And of course, this is going to be a save round coming in. MX waiting for his teammates. It may not. He's just going to push right in, try to get the bomb planter before it gets planted.
It's a 4v2 right now in favor of Fnatic. This would be another round for the Danes and Swede. Mousesports looking for exit kills, it seems like. But it doesn't look like Fnatic's going to give it to them. And Fnatic looking very strong, I might add. It's going to be 8-3 in their favor. If they can just grind out a couple more rounds, this could get really dangerous for Mousesports really quickly.
Yeah, these exits are not going to happen here. As you can see, all of these members utilizing the X-ray. And they're just going to wait it out there. And so they're going to maintain and hold on to those AKs. Free's going to hold on to that op who's been so effective. He's sitting at 10-5. Nice little KDR working for him. He's actually, see, he's just a charitable member as well, as he drops an AK for his teammate. And he's still sitting at $3,400 right now. That's just, again, whenever you don't die and you work your money properly, and you don't just outrageously buy, it just works out for you.
And this round also worth 2 rounds for Fnatic if they win. Because if they win, Mouse is going to have to save.
Yep.
And that would be 10-3. So these are huge rounds right now. That could really turn Mouse's tournament around.
Rattlesnake must be struggling because he's already getting knocked down to 42 HP. So let's go and take a look here and see where everything's happening right now. You've got Madi, Ritter, who are over inside the B tunnels, and some action happening over there, over towards Catwalk between Pete and Kerrigan. Let's go and switch back over here to Rattlesnake, who's going to be in a really tough spot here in just a moment. Just missing a chance, but he connects. Able to take down Freeze. That's a huge kill, but you see how there was a pickup there. Ritter dropped his AK to pick up this op in hand.
Kerrigan has lurked out of middle doors.
Well.
He gets the first kill, spots the second guy by B doors. We'll see if Fnatic ends up hitting B or if they might fall back.
Yeah, so right now you've got Madi who's rotating back inside of mid. Freeze right there is, I apologize, Kerrigan is right there who's moving up there towards Catwalk. But they now on the lookout is going to be Pete here.
And if Mousesports gets attacked in A right now, they're in trouble. They only have 2 people covering the entire bomb site. We'll see how long Fnatic takes if the Mouse team can rotate in time.
Take a look here. You've got these 2 players right here having to worry about these 2 and these 2. But look at that. The opening just happened as PRB gets dropped there by Ritter. And Pete's going to have to hold his own spring away, able to pick up 2. That's huge control with that M4. Can he keep it up? He's going to get dropped there by Ritter. But that allowed his teammates enough time to go and get towards the site. They now know that's in there. Seeger able to take down the bomb planter. So the bomb's down on the site. 2 seconds left in the round. That's going to do it. Fnatic took way too much time. And Rattlesnake just needs to hold on to this off and back out of there because he doesn't have money to work with. But 8-4 is now the score here in favor of Fnatic. That was a big round, a huge hold on that 2-on-4 over in the A bomb side.
That was indeed that, and that looked like Fnatic was going to walk away with that round too, but Stinger just jumping up in the air and managed to kill the planner. That was a big play by the Norwegian guy.
Again, just working between these 2 areas right here, just getting that bomb plant. Again, this is you can shoot through this. A lot of people don't think you can, but you can shoot through some of this stuff.
People in the B site. Rattlesnake once again shut down to 40 health very early.
He's just getting spammed through that smoke area. And his peaks, he's just missing those shots.
And MX is sitting behind the middle door. He's going to get spotted by Carrigan.
Let's switch back
Takes
over
out
here to
Carrigan.
MX.
Takes out the second guy as well. Muddy takes him out.
As right now you can hear you've got Freeze here with the AWP, watching over there towards Long A. Muddy working up towards Catwalk by himself. They need to open up something. They have to initiate something quick.
All they need is the next kill and then not to trade.
That's right now.
Here comes the push. Muddy's going up Catwalk. I think he got spotted there.
See what happens here for Pete. Pete right there on that
And Freeze
A ramp.
hits
He's
the shot out
completely
PRB.
blind. As PRB is going to get dropped there by Freeze, as now it's going to be down to a 3-on-2. A quick flip. As Rattlesnake and Sting are going to have to rotate over here from that B bomb site.
Let's see what Rattlesnake can do. He's running through the smoke. He's looking for
He's made it
someone.
through. He's able to take down Trace. Now it's going to be down to a 2-on-2. Madi and Freeze. And here comes Stinger from Catwalk. He's trying to be able to eliminate. Madi down to low HP. Both of them go down. Stinger touchdown with that grenade. And now the score is going to be 8-5 here in favor of Fnatic. But again, Mousesports making great efforts at bringing this game back into contention.
And that was a nice retake by Mousesports there. Fnatic were definitely favored in a 3v2. It was a bit of a mistake by Trace not to look at that smoke at all. They weren't even wondering if anyone might just walk through that smoke, which Rattlesnake did, and that eventually allowed them to retake that site. Fnatic once again going for a force buy, and Mouse still doesn't have a lot of money. If Fnatic were to win this round, Mouse obviously wouldn't save the last round, but they wouldn't be on a strong buy. Right now, Fnatic taking the B side very quickly, or attacking B anyways, as Stinger gets the first 2 kills.
As you got one player just creeping right around the corner, he's able to get spotted. There's a switch back over and pop the X-ray on here. As the bomb carrier is actually moved over there and towards the cubby, as it's down to a 2-on-4, Trace down to 3 HP. As they're going to go and push up here towards the site, and they're going to get dropped there 6-8. And as we look at the money, where do things sit at this point? Ouch.
Yeah, that's basically this entire half has just been very close rounds back and forth. At first, it was Fnatic winning all of them, so they kept climbing up a lead, just building up a lead. And now all of a sudden, Mouse keeps winning the close rounds, and it's almost tied. And Fnatic really is struggling now. They don't have a lot of money, and I think getting 8 rounds of CT is going to be very tough.
They've got 3 Deagles in hand and 2 Galils is what they have to work with here. That's what they were able to salvage for this round. Rattlesnake again, it doesn't make a difference what the situation is. He has been taking a lot of damage no matter where he's been, and he just got eliminated there. Again, he goes out of this game in the first half 9-10. As we switch back around here, you can see Stinger is trying to hold down this B bomb site whenever a lot of attention's over there towards the A side. And PRB looks like he's going to regroup with his teammates all inside of mid. They've got all 3 members back over here towards that B side, but they need to be on the lookout. They've got one member, this is Madi, who's inside the site already, right next to the double doors. As he pushes out, just kind of completely forgetting about Stinger. He's trying to go for those kills that really matter inside of mid. As it looks like we have a member inside of the CT spawn is going to be stuck now and taken down. That was Ritter inside the site. It was a 3-on-5. Now we're down to a 3-on-3. As let's take a look here. You've got the members moving here up on top of Catwalk towards that A bomb site. Stinger's going to rotate and regroup with his teammate PRB. As one of the members dropped inside of that CT spawn. Huge shot coming in from Freeze. And what was a kind of a mixed buy, kind of salvaged buy from Fnatic comes up huge and makes the score 9-6 in the first half.
That definitely keeps the game interesting, especially if Fnatic is able to win the CT pistol. This could be a very, very close game. Now, of course, it's enough for Mousesports just to tie this game because they got way more rounds against NIP, so their round difference is better. So if it comes down to a head-to-head tie, a tie isn't enough for Fnatic. Fnatic has to win this game.
Right.
So there's no point in them playing for a tie.
Yep. And one of the things to consider too is that 3-round difference is the pistol round.
Yeah.
That is the only difference between this game right now. And that's where it's going to come into play here in the second half, where Mousesports, if they take this pistol and continue on the run that they have, it's definitely going to be an interesting game to pan out, no matter what the situation ends up happening.
Yeah. And Fnatic really needs more of those strong individual plays like we saw in the couple rounds by Madi, one round by Freeze. That's what they need to make it.
Yeah, just taking a look here at the scoreboard across. I've got 12-9 there for Madi. Again, he had some huge rounds where he was pushing inside the B bomb site, picking them off one by one. Just huge kudos to what he was able to do throughout that game. And then Freeze, who's had some really tough times making that op connect. And he's just hasn't been able to make those shots. And he's really done a great job, especially battling against Rattlesnake. If we go back to DE Mirage with Rattlesnake against NIP, he was so effective with that AWP. He was extremely one of those players you need to be on the lookout for. And what Fnatic has done in this game is really shut him out of this matchup.
And here we are with the second half of the Mouse Fnatic game. It's going to determine who goes through from the second, from the Group A at DreamHack winner in 2012. Fnatic, of course, up 9-6 after the first half. And it looks like Mouse is going to go for a quick push towards the B side. Karrigan gets the first kill.
As right now, you've already got
also
two members
pushing
down.
very aggressively in the B tunnels with his P2000. And Fnatic early up in numbers, but they have low health members alive.
Well, looking at it, you got Rattlesnake, who definitely has in mind that he wants an op early in this game. He has a Glock in hand. As a lot of damage has been dealt here to Fnatic. Nice little nade that lost in there, able to take down Freeze. And so now it's going to be down to a 3-on-4. Let's take a look here at the overview, see where players are at. We got Trace and Ritter, who are over there towards the A bomb site. And inside, directly inside the bomb site here, is Madi and Karrigan inside that B side, as you've got these three members still working towards that A side. Still a lot of time to work with, 35 seconds, but they're going to have to commit here soon. As here comes the smoke, so they're going to be on the lookout for the members over there, B, Madi and Freeze, or Madi and Karrigan to rotate over. As there goes Stinger, able to take down Ritter. Now we're all tied up down to a 3-on-3.
This looks bad now. Fnatic just allowed Mousesports to take over the site basically for free. They didn't even contest them. They just allowed them to run into the site and completely take over it.
One of the things to look at right now, though, they have nades to work with. One of those right here for Trace might actually be a smoke to work with, as they're going to push inside the site. Here comes, they have a loft one out there, trying to be able to take things out here. As coming up there towards long A, and just like that, again, we looked at the overview and where things were. We had these three members who were stuck inside of mid that were kind of working back and forth here for Mousesports. We had two members inside of the B-bomb site. We had one player over here, and we had another one kind of watching over here towards long. They started to push up back over here, and this is where they were able to eliminate him inside that mid, and they had to rotate. He regrouped with his teammates, and that's where everything kind of shut down at that point.
The problem with Fnatic that round is they allowed Mousesports to take over the A side for free. It's an extremely hard bomb side to retake once the terrorists get properly set up and they have some nades and proper guns left. So what Fnatic needed to do was just risk it on Cat or Long and just play that aggressively and try to take out at least one of the Mousesports members. Now this puts them at a tough spot where they're going to have to save twice, and that should even out the game at 9 apiece. And that's surely going to favor Mousesports considering they're on the easier terrorist side.
Madi here already pushed up inside of the B tunnels. Got a three-person stack over here towards Catwalk. Completely blind, and they're going to spray down and take out three members of Fnatic and just kind of roll on through there towards that A bomb site. But worried about the flank a little bit. That reload animation caught Stinger in a very tough position. He's going to get taken out there by Freeze. Nice little nade coming in. But again, all that does is it takes a little out of his hands. He's going to have to rebind something there. But the score is now going to be 9-8. Again, what we had mentioned, the pistol round of the first half went to Fnatic, and Mousesports picking up the pistol round. We're about to be even kill at 9-9 here in just a moment.
And what's going to be key for Fnatic in this half is to win a round at some point in the half without losing any of their members, or max one member of their team, because that's the only way they can build up money in the half. That's what Mousesports did on the fourth round of the half, and it allowed them to buy on multiple rounds in a row.
Pushing over there, there's got MX who's just trying to hold down this long A double doors. He's spamming away there with that P250. I checked that. That's the P2000. they're going to be able to finish off the round. All tied up at 9. Mousesports and Fnatic. Again, whoever wins this matchup is going to take this. We're going to move on with NIP out of Group A. Again, Fnatic, they cannot just rely on a tie because Mousesports, if you missed it, in Group A with Mousesports and NIP, Mousesports picked up 14 rounds against NIP.
MX eats a nade there at long. He's down to 60 health. That's some early damage.
Looks like Mousesports actually didn't upgrade all the way across the board. Stinger was dropped to Galil from one of his teammates. And so that's going to be big for if you're looking at it later on in the game because their money's sitting nice. And of course, Rattlesnake bought all out. He wanted that AWP, and he has it.
We'll see what Mousesports right now grouping up in the middle area. All 5 of their members there. Looks like they might just head out of the middle doors.
Of course, you got Stinger, who's kind of working over there towards that area, but they're right. It's pushing over. They're trying to do a 3-2 split on that A bomb site, but in a very interesting perspective. They've got members pushing over there towards Catwalk and CT spawn, but it has been shut down as now they're going to have to back up here. You've got the bomb carrier MX, who's moving over there towards that B double doors. This is
the
a
last
tough
2
spot
members
to
of
be in here.
Mousesports is creeping out of middle doors. See if they can catch anyone off guard.
Nice shot
there,
coming in.
Chase sees Rattlesnake's gun barrel, but can't shoot through the wall.
As right now you've got Rattlesnake, last man standing here, trying to hold on to his off, able to take down another player. He has to worry about through that double doors as Ritter spamming with the M4, 10-9. So the first gun round here in the second half goes to Fnatic.
What's important to note is after getting those early kills, those 3 kills, Mari went overly aggressive in middle. He pushed middle for basically no reason almost at all. And that really cost Fnatic as they ended up losing 3 guns. Now, if they were to lose this round, they would be completely broke. So this is a must-win round for Fnatic in this match. Otherwise, it's going to get really ugly really soon because they might even have to double save.
So right now, the way that we have our default set up here for the terrorist side, you've got Pete and PRB here for Mousesports working this B bomb site or this B tunnels in mid area. And you also have Rattlesnake who's watching. Actually, let's take a look here. This actually happens quite a bit. It's kind of working over here inside of this mid area. And typically what we see is someone getting boosted up on top of those boxes and they're just kind of bouncing over the top where they can see whether or not somebody's crossing by.
Mousesports look to be making their way towards Catwalk this time, potentially. MX still outside of long air. Rattlesnake now leading the push with an AK in Catwalk. And they have taken over that area.
Lots of smokes coming on board here. And that smoke is cleared and just in time for Freeze to shut down PRB inside of mid.
Still a 5v4 though, and nothing's for sure. We'll see what Mousesports ends up doing. They are still grouped up inside Catwalk. Pete's still by the middle. We'll see if they're going to push up Catwalk. Carrigan is opping it right now in A rail, and he could really make or break this round for Fnatic.
Gonna be creeping up. Here comes the first little start. Nice little bait. Draws in Carrigan, and this time the second one will hit. As now it's gonna be left up to Pete and MX. As they're gonna go ahead. They've already committed to move over there towards that Catwalk. Let's see if they can make something happen here. Pete completely blind, switching back over to MX. MX just spamming away. He's also blind. He's going to go down. 11-9 now is the score. And looking at the money currently, they're not in a situation, of course, where they can buy for this round.
If this was NIP, I think they would buy. But this is Mousesports, and we saw Mouse was saving it up to 4K
sometimes.
sometimes.
They get the chance to.
So those were some big rounds by Fnatic. Really nice play, despite losing the pistol.
They have fully, completely saved.
Yeah.
They didn't even buy P250s, which is some situations, for majority of the teams in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, they at least buy a P250. And they're going all out, no armor. As you can take a look here, I'm just going to cycle through all the players. No armor on the bottom left-hand side of your screen. And also, they're going strictly with Glocks, so this is a complete save here for Mousesports.
And assuming Fnatic now wins this round without trouble, for their sake, hopefully without losing weapons, they're going to have a bunch of money saved up. And more importantly, it's going to be 12-9. That's already a pretty nice lead.
I hope right now that Mousesports understands that they have fixed this update where you can't just save your weapon.
They must be aware of that. I think they're probably just sitting
right now,
AFK trying to figure out what to do next round.
That's a good point to bring up. That's just my only hope.
Yeah.
As right now, it looks like they're going to commit over here towards catwalks. Take a look here. Again, you've got Kerrigan who's watching over the top. He has his teammate.
Trace is there, but he's not looking at Cat. He's actually spotting middle.
Toss again, same type of situation. Kerrigan able to pick up one. Trace started this round off. Kerrigan has picked up 2 so far. And moving up, he commits for that plant. And he will get that bomb planted inside the site. That's huge. And Stinger's going to get dropped there. But again, getting the bomb down. Complete save, getting the bomb planted. Again, that planter also gets the initial $300 for getting that bomb planted. And just
the
kind
whole
of
team
stacks
gets
on top
800.
of it. And the whole team gets an additional 800. Also with the collective losing streak that you had there. And so that's going to put them at enough to buy, of course.
I mean, that's 4,300 more across the whole team. That's a big difference. And right now is a big round for Mousesports. Obviously, they don't have a lot of money. Knowing Mousesports, they might not have been forced by if they were to lose this without a bomb plant. So this is a huge round for them. They really can't afford to lose. Rattlesnake has decided to go with an AK, which is an odd move considering.
No.
And there is a very interesting boost. Did you see where Kerrigan was? I have never seen that before. He was boosted on top of the middle door here. This is where he killed Rattlesnake.
Right here?
Yes. I had never seen anyone boosted there, but that is what Fnatic did, and that got him the early kill in this round. And it's interesting for Mousesports not to utilize an op, even if they would have to spend more money, knowing that Fnatic has dual oppers.
And already pushing inside the site is going to be Stinger. He has no respect here for Fnatic. As he pushes in, he has another chance to kind of create a bigger opening. And Stinger is still in this battle. I believe he was there with Trace. Yeah, Trace able to shut him down with the AK. Now it's going to be down to a 3-on-2. Bomb was actually planted inside the B bomb site. Stinger did exactly what he needed to do. But Pete unable to pick up that kill. That's going to force him into a really tough spot. But nice shot over the top of the box. It's going to be MX who picked up that AWP. So Trace in this 1v2 is actually going to commit and see if he might be able to pick this one up. He has a kit. Looking at the money, he's definitely set. He's sitting at 5,500. There's no real reason to save. As he may be looking for a nice little squeak in, and he picks off both of them. So he takes out that AWP from MX. That was a nice job by Trace, and he even stays alive to hold on to that AK.
For about half a second there, I thought there just might be enough time for him to get the defuse.
I don't need any more of those moments.
That would have been crazy, but no. But still, getting all those weapons out was really detrimental for Mousesports.
Wow. That hurts in terms for Mousesports, and losing that off in hand. That, you know, Rattlesnake was thinking, all right, good, I get the off, it's going to be great. And then it's gone. As right now, we've got Ritter is able to start things off.
That round. And I might also have missed a couple easy shots last round that allowed Mousesports to win. Ritter gets taken out. There's still a guy hiding in the site. That's Kerrigan. He misses a shot.
Oh, Kerrigan trying to worry about so many different positions, so many different angles, and he's going to get taken out. Now it's going to be down to a 3-on-2. You've got Madi, who's inside a CT spawn. His teammate, their freeze, moving up inside of mid with an op.
And this is actually a round that Fnatic needs to save their weapons on.
That's exactly what's going to happen here.
Kerrigan can still buy an op next round if both Freeze and Muddy save their weapons. And Trace can buy a FAMAS for himself. Muddy can, well, he can drop like a SMG to Ritter, and they could actually get a solid buy going on here, still to try to move, shift the momentum their way.
Look at, you've got Freeze who's right there. He's got someone there inside the tunnels. Nobody's going to contest. You've got Mousesports who doesn't want to lose their weapons, especially with what happened in the previous round where Madi just took out 2 of them. So they're going to, both teams able to hold on to their weapons. But the score right now, 12-11 in favor of Fnatic. Again, whichever team wins this matchup moves out in Group A, joining NIP. But if Fnatic ends up tying against Mousesports, Mousesports will move on. Taking a look at the setup. Look at this. You got Modi. Modi is down to the lower side. He's going to get dropped, but Kerrigan taking out Rattlesnake. You know that he's definitely feeling this game.
And Mousesports is getting out of middle early. Mousesports down, 2 of their players down to just about 50 health, but they are gonna be able to get into B side, I think. There's still Pete, completely blind. Trey's gonna get another
nice.
one. No.
MX able to take down that entry frag inside the B bomb site, dropping Freeze. Bomb is going to get planted here by Stinger inside the B bomb site. But look out for Ritter, who's pushing in through the B tunnel. He's got low health, down to 21 HP. And Stinger pushes, or I apologize, MX pushes inside. They're inside the B tunnels to be able to finish him off. And Kerrigan
is going to
who's
save.
held on to this AWP for quite some time now. So he's going to hold on to this one. As we take a look there, Stinger and MX, they're definitely going to hold this bomb site down until... You can see he's got this off. He's just going to go ahead and save it. Let's take a look at the money where we sit at right now. Again, Kerrigan, he's going to have to save this off again.
Fnatic is gonna have to save, and this is not looking good for the Danes now. Because if you look at Mouse's money, MX is sitting at 7,200. So Mousesports can definitely afford to buy, even if they were to lose a round or possibly even 2. Plus, they're gonna get even more money from this round, assuming. Oh look, they're doing the same boost again.
This is that boost that we were talking about before. We can get a second look at it. He misses that op shot. But again, just looking at it, that's just a really interesting boost. There's just a boost, just a little bit of a lip for him to be able to hop onto to make that shot. As right now, PRB pushing up there towards Catwalk. And again, Kerrigan, he just needs to kind of bounce out of there and try to save this off right now. As the bomb has been planted inside that the A-bomb site. Let's go and take a look and see where Kerrigan is right now. He's already playing hide-and-go-seek right now. He's decided, I decided for him earlier in this round that he needed to save that off from the get-go.
See if Fnatic were actually able to save these guns, that would be huge for them. But I don't think they will be. Mousesports is gonna have so much time to go after them.
So they're right here,
But it's
and
gonna be too
you're
tough.
crashing down on both sides right now. Rattlesnake is actually one of the ones that's going to get spotted first. Uh-oh, he's in a really tough spot. Nice shot there by Kerrigan. Now they're going to be pushing up here at the same time point. You see how Kerrigan got some cover fire from his teammate Freeze. And Freeze, even though he's got 4 HP, he does hold on to his weapon. That's actually
That was
big.
huge for Fnatic to be able to save those 2 guns. That can really make a difference in these coming rounds. And still very, very much a playoff spot on the line for both teams. Remember, Mousesports only needs 2 more rounds. If they tie this match, they're going to advance over Fnatic. Fnatic needs to win.
13-12 here in favor of Mousesports. Basically 2 rounds away for Mousesports to move out of group play. And right there, right off the start, we've got Pete taking down Ritter. Trace was in a battle there with Pete, but he does get the exchange.
And Mouse is gonna hit B right now. Freeze is playing there. We'll see if he's gonna be able to get a kill. This is gonna be tough for them. I believe Monty
Freeze
is also running.
See if he's able to slide
the
out there. He
door.
does. He's going to push right back out. And he's missing those shots that were so crucial in this round. But Monty's right there to be able to help him out with the M4.
It's also important that he was able to escape and actually stay alive instead of being just bombarded in the site.
As right now, let's go ahead and see what's going to happen. Their bomb is, still has not been planted inside that bomb site yet. It's going to get planted in the back side of the site. As Kerrigan is taking a look here on top of platform, waiting for someone to push out. He's going to move out there, and he's going to also get dropped. But look at this, 14-12. Mousesports, theoretically looking at it, are 1 round away from moving into group play.
That they are, and Fnatic is obviously going
Just
to
in
buy
case our
everything they
numbers are
can.
But yeah, again, if we look at the matchups previously before, Fnatic faced off against NIP. I believe it was 16-8, somewhere in that ballpark. And then for the matchup between Mousesports and NIP, it was 16-14. Of course, still in favor of NIP, but that's where your round difference starts to come into play here in this matchup. And Mousesports is really sitting pretty here, but you got Freeze who opens things up, shutting down MX with that op. As the bomb carrier Pete moving back over here towards that B bomb site. He's actually leading the charge because he's going to be moving down here.
Once again misses a couple of shots there in the window. That really made a difference in an earlier round as well. So he definitely had a possibility of getting 1 to 2 kills there.
This is what it's come down to. A Rattlesnake holding down the B tunnels, taking down Trace. And Ritter now, he's going to get taken out in 15-12. game point, and there you go. You've already seen it. Trace saying GG to Mousesports, as Mousesports will join NIP in the playoffs here at DreamHack Winter.
That was a good match overall. It was a little closer than I at first thought it would be. There were a couple rounds where Fnatic could have done something a little differently, and it could have potentially completely changed the results. So it's interesting to see how Fnatic actually came fairly close to advancing in this game.
As we'll just kind of play this game out and see where things end up. Again, ESC also in this group. They're not going to push on through because the way that they faced off against Mousesports and also NIP, both of them giving ESC losses. And currently the matchup, I apologize, the matchup between NIP and ESC are going on right now. And I would make the assumption that NIP is probably going to deliver another loss to ESC. As right now the score is 15-13. Fnatic trying to make this respectable.
Again, just kind of anti-climatic watching these last two rounds, knowing they don't really hold any value in terms of who advances. I mean, I'm sure Mousesports would like to win, but at the same time, they already advanced, so I'm sure they're all just breathing a sigh of relief over there.
There's no reason to waste any type of strategies, any different types of setups. You can see how they're just pushing in towards the B-bomb site. I mean, for Fnatic, the way that it sits, it's just about, when you look at the results at the end of the day, that tie looks so much better than a loss.
It would, but
it doesn't mean anything in this group play. But whenever you look at the stats later on, people will sit there and say, well, Fnatic, they did get a tie out of that matchup. It wasn't a loss.
Fnatic trying to forget that tie now. It's down to a 2v1 Stinger all alone in tunnels. And I believe Redeye is he gonna get the defuse? He got a kit?
Yeah, he's got a kit.
Finally finds a kit and he's gonna get the defuse. Gonna make it 15-14.
Yeah, so looking at what we've had so far in this group play, NIP earlier in their matchup against Mousesports, it was 16-14. That was on TE Mirage. Then we look at the earlier matchup earlier today between Fnatic and NIP. It was 16-6. They're on Nuke. And taking a look at the matchups there with ESC, they have just had a tough time here at DreamHack Winter. Collectively, in their first two matches, they have 13 rounds against their opponent.
Looks like Mouse is even going to get the win here. They're up in a 4v2 right now. It looks like they will get the bomb planted. I mean, ultimately, though, it's not a bad showing for Fnatic considering how little practice they've got. You got to figure with how they played, if they had one more week of solid practice together, I think they would have made it out of this group.
And GG coming in from both sides. 16-14 is going to be your final score here between Mousesports and Fnatic. So that means Mousesports and NIP will move on into the playoffs. And we still got more Counter-Strike Global Offensive to play here today.
Yeah, we got the Group B starting in about an hour, give or take, depending how long teams take to set up. It's always a little bit of delays, like with this group, maybe like, what, 20 minutes? But I think we caught up to it for the most part during the group stage, so it's not all that bad. Group B, I think it's scheduled to start in an hour, I believe.
Well, just make sure that you for those of you at home, just pay attention to the schedule, figure out exactly when we get everything ready and live here at DreamHack Winter. But in these past few matchups, we've seen some really great play. Especially, I mean, like I mentioned in the pregame before, I haven't seen that many multi-kill rounds happen in CSGO. That game just by itself had so many multi-kill rounds. And you have to look back at the efforts that Fnatic were giving there, delivering here for the spectator experience. Monty picking up numerous huge clutch rounds, and Freeze actually making some really great op shots, and then Kerrigan at the end on the CT side really putting up some really great op shots over there on that A ramp.
Yeah, it's a pretty big individual effort. It's kind of a bummer that Freeze had those couple of rounds by the window in B where he could have got those kills. ended up in really close rounds overall. Maybe if he got a kill each time, would have made a difference. Trace also was a little underwhelming, I think. I thought his playing style would transfer over to CSGO fairly well, as it is from 1.6, but I guess it is a learning curve for everybody. And one thing is for sure, if Fnatic does end up going to another event during 2012 already, because there are still a couple different tourneys happening later this year, if they end up going, I think you will have to count them in, well, at least as a competitor, because they played strong.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree with that. So, again, NIP and Mousesports move out of Group A here at DreamHack Winter. So coming up next, we'll have Group B, and I'll even allow, I guess we'll let Redeye hop on here and take over for a little bit as well. So we'll see that coming up next after the break, right here from DreamHack Winter. We'll be right back.